gets berated on the podcast we've created. To commemorate action flicks, big horror, no tricks. John Travolta, Chuck Norris, insane clown posse, no fuss, no mercy, we discuss. Everything gets berated, no one is underrated. From the screen to the stage, except a new cage. No mercy, we engage.
God, look, I got a fucking perm.
You do.
I just got out of the shower.
It's a big perm.
Big perm? I was like, what'd you just call me? I said big worm.
Welcome to Everything Gets Berated, where we talk about everything other than indie horror and sometimes whisper-tastic action movies.
Action movies. I don't even know what the fuck.
Action, movies.
Dude. We're leaving that whole big perm in there, right?
I'm going to leave it in.
Dude, that's going to be so much. They're like, dude, what the hell you guys even start out like this, huh? Who does this? We're like, well, I'm sorry.
We do.
Don't even know why. We're so fucking tough in this movie. Anyways, hopefully you don't know what movie we're doing right now, but just based off of us being cool and whispering like a bunch of weirdos,
you'll know by the title.
Maybe
you've never seen this movie.
I have never seen this movie before, man. So that's my defense of why I picked it. But I mean, I didn't study at all for it or anything like that. So we're watching The Octagon with Chuck Norris himself. We should have had like a karate kick sound right there.
I know.
You know? So I had never even heard of this movie. Like, I don't know if I should say sad to say this, but I wasn't a huge Chuck Norris fan, growing up.
No,
I think he was before our time. He was before our time. That's why.
He kind of was. He hit his peak early 70s, late 80s, or late 70s,
Damn.
early 80s. So, I mean, I think I was born 81. So I think he was like VHS video store stuff at that point.
This vanilla. Yeah. So, I mean, I wasn't the biggest Chuck Norris fan, like ours were like the Van Damme and Seagal and Arnold Schwarzenegger. Like those were our action stars. But it's weird. Like I watched Bruce Lee movies and he was in Bruce Lee movies.
He was in The Game, right?
He's got to be at least in another one. Maybe.
Well, that's the one I can think of right now.
I don't know. Maybe it's because he has chest hair.
Or The Game of Death. Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah. So I chose this just because I think you chose something, and we were on what the hell is that called? Tubi. And it's like, if you watch that movie, you can watch this movie. And I was like, there's a movie called The Octagon with Chuck Norris. I was like, well, shit. Let's get it going. So
I guess so. So let's see. The Octagon
happened.
This is from 1980. So it's like
no way.
45 years ago, yeah. Directed by Eric Karson, starring Chuck Norris as Scott James, Karen Carlson as Justine, Lee Van Cleef, who I believe he was like big in the 60s and 70s in westerns, as McCarn, the sarcastic to angry to rude guy in this movie, just a crusty old fart. That's the best way to describe him. He woke up and he decided he doesn't like anything today.
Yeah, through the entire movie. And again, when we do these episodes, everything gets berated. I'm sober, so I'm giving it 100% of my focus. Well, 95% of my focus, because I got to take notes, every once in a while when there's something funny. So I'm sober and I'm focused, and I still did not understand if that guy was Chuck Norris's friend or if he was an enemy.
Yeah, he was just so mean the entire movie. He's just like clowning on him the entire time. Oh yeah, Art Hindle as AJ, the guy who's attempting to prove himself as the real hero.
And he goes for Chuck Norris's sloppy seconds.
Yeah, that and
I mean,
and Carol,
everybody in the world.
Everybody in
Chuck
the world
Norris's
goes
sloppy seconds
because he didn't decide to have them. Carol Bagdasarian as Aura. I don't remember her.
Was she the main girl that was driving the car?
I think so. Justine is the lady that employs them to go take out the terrorist ninjas.
Huh.
Which is a weird sentence. Have you heard of terrorist ninjas before?
Well, just in this movie. So, all right. What's your gist?
Okay, so I saw, before I get to my gist, there were a couple of synopses that I saw that threw me way off. And the one that I can remember was Chuck Norris fights multiple men one by one to get to, I forget his name, the main bad guy, Seikura. To get to Seikura to stop the terrorist ninjas. And it's like, yeah, that's like the last 30 minutes of the movie, but that's not the plot. But no, Chuck Norris, let's see, he whispers obvious things that you could see for yourself, and you don't need somebody to whisper to you because it's supposed to be the thoughts in his head.
Like, would you shut the hell up?
And then
yes, I see that.
Seikura, who he grew up with, who is raising terrorist ninjas to go worldwide and cause terror.
So all right. Well,
is that good?
I mean, it's almost there, I guess. So really, there's just this pimp named Chuck Norris, and that all the women want, and he knows how to fight, but really, he's like the only person that knows shit about ninjas after 300 years of them not being around, which math doesn't really add up since he was like 40 in this movie, maybe?
Yeah.
Maybe younger.
Well, he's got to be 30.
I don't know, but anyways, there's this weekend camp that you can go to become a ninja, and Chuck Norris shuts that shit down, and then they run out of film and they have to abruptly end the movie.
That sounds about right.
That sounds pretty solid, I think.
I'm pretty sure like this movie got one of those 80s titles where they're like, fuck, what do we call it?
They're like, I don't know.
They fight in an octagon. Let's call it.
But did they fight an octagon?
That structure, I guess, is supposed to be an octagon. I didn't look, but I'm assuming it is.
No, but I just remember it opens up with Chuck deep in thought doing that, like, no one's going to know. How will they know meme, you know?
Yeah.
Where it's like, nobody's going to know. They're going to know. How will they know? They're going to know. But that's him talking. I was like, why the fuck? I should have stopped the movie right there and been like, why are you whispering to yourself?
But it's like this echo whisper.
Yeah.
That is like, supposed to be his inner thoughts.
Dude, when I'm by myself, like even when I go wait to pick Kane up from school, like I'll be watching funny shit and I'll literally like laugh out loud. I'll be like, ha, ha, ha. And so I'm just looking at any parents that are like, what the hell is that guy doing? Like I literally will be laughing my ass off inside my car, you know, but I've never sit there driving and been like, Brian, there's a red light coming up. You should probably stop so you don't get into a car wreck. Your insurance doesn't want to go up this month.
That's most of the whispering in this movie is that level of thought.
What's your plan for dinner tonight, Brian? Well, you could have pasta or you could have fucking a hamburger. Like, what the hell? Like he was talking, you know? And then like a truck, which I think was like smuggling people across the border, like it lets people out. But there's like cowboys and black people, French people, like Hispanic people. Like, where the hell were they? And then it's just ninjas were hiding in trees and shit. Like it looked like they were in the desert.
Yeah. Well, I think
you know what?
Is this
ninjas supposed to be at nighttime? Like if you hid in my tree in my front yard right now, I'd be like, Anthony, I see you. Even though you're wearing all black, I see you in that tree. Like, You're not in any kind of camouflage. It's the middle of the desert. There's just a tree up there. Like, come on, bro.
Filmed in Los Angeles. So
Get the hell out of here.
They did some dirt lot. They just set up a giant terrorist training camp.
Yep, because then it's actually the training facility where they're teaching just people to kill people.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But the training we see, like, I don't feel like any of these people are equipped to go out and do any terrorist act.
Yeah, like, you know how, like, I don't know, sometimes there's wives that are like, hey, like, Anthony, you need a break from the family, you know, go have fun with, like, your boys for the weekend or something. Like, I'll take care of the kids and everything like that, you know?
Yeah.
If I was like, Anthony, let's do a boys retreat and let's go to this fucking ninja camp and let's learn how to kill people, would you be like, hell yeah, brother, you had me at Anthony? Like, you know?
I'd be like, you want to what?
Yeah. But then I remember there was this assassination that happened. And as soon as those two fuckers were walking, I was like, that's a man. And then sure enough, guess what? It was a man. Mm-hmm. And you know what? I still have those powers today. I
the
can
powers
see
of obvious observation.
Yes. Like, I was like, dude, come on. That's got to be a man. Like, it was like Austin Powers thing.
Your mother is a man.
You know, where it was clear like this big, huge buff dude.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of like you remember this is a while back. We did Maniac Cop.
Yeah.
And you can tell the scenes where it's Robert Zadar, and you can tell the scenes where it's obviously a stunt double. Because Robert Zadar is the most gigantic person you've ever seen in your life.
There you go.
Because he's a bodybuilder.
Yeah. Like on the Date Movie, where it has the girl from band camp.
Oh, yeah.
And she jumps on her bullet bike. And then they cut to like this big, huge buff black man wearing her yellow dress. And he does all these cool ass stunts on the bullet bike. And then it cuts back to her sitting down and taking the helmet off. And you're just like, a skinny, attractive little white girl, and all of a sudden, when it comes out for these stunts, it's like freaking
Terry Crews.
Dude, that was
Ebony Falcon,
dude. That was amazing. I love that scene so much. I was like, damn. I hope someday we do something like that, because then they'll be like, wait a second, was that on purpose or no?
It's got to be on purpose.
So then, what?
Everybody loves the Ebony Falcon.
So then were they at a restaurant or a bar? I don't remember, but I just remember that she has like a margarita.
It's like a fancy not so fancy hotel bar.
Yeah, she just used her finger like a degen from up north
to stir her drink, right? I
remember that. Eat. No, I think she just used it to eat the salt.
Oh, to eat the salt.
You know, those people, like, God, one time when I first moved out here to Vegas, these little bastards had like a tray of ketchup, and they're just dipping their finger in the ketchup, then eating it. They dip their finger in the ketchup and eating it. I was like, I hope your teeth fall out. I don't know if ketchup is bad for your teeth, but if all you're doing is licking ketchup off your finger, I hope something bad happens to you. You know, that's just disgusting. If I was like, Anthony, let's go to the movie. Like, you want some popcorn? No, can I just get a bowl of ketchup? I'd be like, you don't get a bowl of ketchup for a freaking movie. You know? Man. So then, what the hell? I think Chuck Norris, he proves that he's a psychic, and like he shoves her down a flight of stairs.
Oh, yeah. And so he meets that lady. This is the part and he's going to take her home. But then the ninjas are there, right?
I think because now he wasn't going to get any ass because he's going to have to murder everyone. Yeah, and then he sees the dead family and instantly knows, yeah, that was it. He instantly knows, like, these are ninjas. It's like, what if it wasn't? What if that dude just caught up and didn't pay his bookie?
What if it's just a home invasion? I mean,
exactly.
Those things happen. Is everything ninjas?
It is now. How come you got that speeding ticket last weekend?
Ninjas. Ninjas.
You name it, bro. Like, it's the whole thing with that one guy who's like, how come this bonfire wasn't put out? Bigfoot. Okay. Who ate all my beef jerky? Bigfoot.
Bigfoot.
Who drank all my beers and pissed in my pants? Bigfoot.
Bigfoot. Everything is Bigfoot.
Yeah, that was the whole thing. It's like, who ate all my chocolate cake? Ninjas. Ninjas love chocolate cake. Cake. Surgery.
So yeah, he takes her home. He fights off the ninjas, and then like she gets murdered in the process. And he like this is supposed to be like the part where we really know like he hates ninjas.
Why?
Because they murdered this lady, and he knows it's them. And he has a history with the ninjas because he and Seikura grew up as brothers.
So why do you hate? If all of a sudden, like I don't wish this upon anybody, but let's say you came home and all of a sudden your entire house was in disarray and everybody was murdered, would you be like ninjas, or would you be like it was a home invasion?
I would think it was a home invasion
because you have a normal thought process.
Well, because I'm not, but it's one of those things. It's like. When you think like a hammer, all you see is nails. Like it's just a blunt, direct thought process.
My first thing, if that ever happened, I'd be like, Anthony, did you come to my house today? You'd be like, what? No, I'm at work. So you didn't come to my house and murder everything and destroy my house? No, you should probably call 911. Don't fucking call me and be like, you got me good, brother. Just because I gave you that flat tire that one time.
Terrorist ninjas.
Right? He's like, these are ninjas that did it.
Okay, yeah, I really don't know how he gets there, other than the way they fight, which are these ninjas, but there's no distinct fighting style. They suck.
There's no ninja stars. There's no freaking katana marks. There's no nothing. He's just like,
and they don't know how to fight too either. Like they're terrible fighters.
Ninjas are freaking supposed to be in the shadow. You're not supposed to even know ninjas were there or anything like that. So these slutty ass sloppy ninjas, they're just going and destroying everything. Like, what the hell?
These Velocipaster ninjas.
Dude, it looked like they were just going like a high school after party. And you're just like, break everything. Ninjas. No, it's not. It's sloppy people. Well, no.
Maybe the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. they don't know how to stay in the shadows.
But the thing is like, if you go to a weekend camp and you get certified ninja-ism, like, you're probably not the best ninja. You know, like, I don't want to say
kind of like the baseball camp for adults of ninjas, where it's like, ooh, I Randy Johnson threw me a fastball and I hit it. It's like, yeah, you're at fucking adult baseball camp. You can get over yourself now.
I'm gonna call up your wife, be like, hey, can you drop me and Anthony off at the ninja camp for the weekend? Like, I'm not picking you guys back up though. Like, if I drop you off, I'm not picking you up. Like, yeah, that's not fair. They'd be like, did you pack us a snack pack at least? Like, what are we gonna eat for the weekend? Dude, here I would get so pissed if I'm going to tell her that. I'm be like, hey, I found this place that will be a ninja workout for me and Anthony for the weekend. What do you think she'll say to me? Do you think she'll say, shut up? Or do you think she'll say, okay?
She might say, okay.
I think my wife would be like, what the hell is this? Mm-hmm. No, but it was only $8,000 a person.
I mean, it depends on how badly I've annoyed her throughout the week. She might say yes.
It's just so random. Like, I don't know. But then I remember there was like the fucking trap door prank on the ground. Like, you can clearly see that there's a trap door right there. And the guy's like, you want to stand right here in the center of it? Don't stand right there. You know, and it's clearly on the ground and he still was like stepping on it.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
And then it keeps going about like the whole whispering thing. Like, I thought it was hilarious. Like, how many times do you think they had to take those shots?
Is it just so they could get his whispers in?
Yeah, remember how many times we had to kill Gavin? Because I was purposely whispering in his ear. I was like, bitch. And he started laughing. And so Balsamo's like, Gavin, you can't laugh when you're being murdered. He's like, but Brian's freaking whispering at me. And so I was like, okay. And then I was like, I'm going to fuck you up. And he's like, quit whispering while you're killing me. Like, it's not fun, you know? That was my main goal, was to just get people to break character. Like when I murdered my mom, my sister, Like everybody, I was whispering into their ears like, you ain't shit. And they're like laughing. Yeah.
No, I'm pretty sure they just like ADR'd it in afterwards. They just had Chuck Norris go to a studio and put a whisper effect on.
But still, if I was Anthony, can you come over? And then you're like, all right, I'd be like, this whole episode we have to whisper though. My wife's asleep.
Whisper.
Yeah. Wouldn't you be like, then why are we doing it here?
Yeah, really.
I'd be like, Chuck, this is our angle on the view, all right? We want you to whisper, but like really enunciate your words. And we don't have an echo machine yet because they weren't invented. So you have to echo every once in a while. He's like, okay, we're going to go to the store and we're going to get some bread to eat. And you're just like, that's not how echoes work. Echoes don't go in the middle of the sentence. God damn it.
Everything echoes, not just the last word of the sentence. But if you did that, none of the words would make sense.
But then like, it's again, how old do you think Chuck Norris was in this movie?
What? He's got to be in his 70s now. So I want to say 30. 30, 35.
Let's see. Let me search this real quick.
Which when his hair is it's on point. I like that hair and that mustache. It's very full. But apparently, so we've forgotten to mention this, but like,
holy shit. He was born March 10th, 1940.
So 40 years old.
40 years old. Damn, he looked good for a 40-year-old.
It's convincing. But we forgot to mention they're like, so he's Scott James and there's AJ and they're both a part, and Lee Van Cleef, McCarn are all part of this organization. It's supposed to be like a CIA or an FBI that takes down terrorists. But they don't give it a name.
I don't know. I just remember there was a scene where it keeps flashbacking to like Chuck Norris whooping everybody's ass. And then it brings them back to like present day where everybody's just chopping fucking honeydew melons for lunch.
Yeah, they're like fruit ninjaing.
Yeah. It's like, I mean, if your wife didn't bring any food for you today, you can still fruit ninja it up.
And you can still fruit ninja yourself some lunch.
You got to catch it before it hits the sand, though.
You can have the Corey Feldman angel diet. Become a fruitarian.
You think they got shirts when they left the camp? And like you're walking like you're
like one of those like you're on a ride or whatever. Like I survived Splash Mountain. Like I survived terrorist camp.
Yeah, or like if you're doing neighborhood watch, you're just like, don't fuck with me. Look what I did last weekend, and you like unbutton your shirt.
Terrorist camp, bitch.
You think you want a roundhouse kick wearing this, bad boys?
Do you think that's where Rex Kwon Do came from? He was like, he came from terrorist camp, and then he had to do something later in life, and he met Starla, had a kid. Then he's like,
you think he's because he goes home to Starla at night?
So in Idaho they didn't have a lot of dojos, so he started a dojo and started teaching terrorist camps secrets as Rex Kwon Do.
How you even connected those?
No, I just kept going. I don't even know if
it was connected. It was 100% connected. It all started with him going to the camp. You know, it's that easy. We should make apparel. I survived terrorist ninja camp. But is it? I don't even. You'd have to put parentheses or commas and stuff like that.
Yeah,
we
could make that shirt. I'm pretty sure it's not. We could make it non-movie related.
Yeah, terrorist ninja camp. Until we have Chuck Norris come after us, he's like, all right, here's the deal, guys. I can either sue you for the $200 that's to your name, or I can roundhouse kick you. What do you want to do? We can settle this in court or out of court.
You can roundhouse kick me, but let me film it for my Instagram.
Did you? When I lived in California, Sylvester Stallone went on a radio show.
Mm-hmm.
And when you go on interviews and stuff like that, they give you topics that you're not allowed to talk about. Mm-hmm. Right? And so this guy, he brought Stallone in there and he goes, let's play a game. Let's make a deal. He goes, here's your list of topics we're not allowed to talk about. He goes, but It was for his movie. It might have been Creed or it might have been Rocky 5 or something. I don't remember.
Okay,
but he's
one
like
of the later ones.
Yes, he's like, here's a boxing glove. He goes, every question that I get to ask you from your do not ask me list, you get to punch me. And Stallone's like, oh, Jesus, let's do it. So the guy was able to ask Stallone these questions that he said, don't talk to me about them. And then you hear Stallone go, and the guy's like, and the dude was getting rocked. But like, how hilarious is that, dude? Stallone's like, all right, I'll do this.
That guy's amazing. I love his bravery that it's like, okay, here's the do not talk, but I want a different interview than the 730 interviews you gave before this.
But the thing was
I
the
need
stuff
better sound bites.
The stuff that they didn't want to talk about, like I would have talked about. Like one was like a lawsuit, basically, and he's all like, and as soon as I told the truth, I went after them for a couple $100,000. And you're like, hell yeah, tell people that.
Yeah.
Don't be a liar. Don't be a shitty person, and Stallone won't sue you and then punch you. But he was like punching the guy like in the solar plex and everything. The guy's like, ugh! And I think the guy only asked him like 2 questions. He's like, all right, I'm done.
He tapped out.
Let's continue the normal conversation. You know?
Like, I concede.
Yep. He's like, all right, no more. I wonder how many times Stallone went to conversations after that with a glove. And they're just like, why do you have that boxing glove? He's like, just in case you want to ask me a question I don't want to answer. And punches him. That'd be amazing.
Stallone is a legitimate badass and made some of the most bizarre 80s and 90s movies you've ever seen. So
I'm still afraid to go rock climbing today, man.
He has earned his flowers. But
then there's that scene where like that woman has a tire like off of the road.
Oh yeah. So this is Justine, right?
I don't know. But then, yeah. She borrows his car and like she peels off every time she drives. She's like, and peeling out. Like,
yeah, this is Justine because he chases her down.
Yeah, but the whole fact, like, if I was like, hey, Anthony, I don't know why I'd ever be like, Anthony, come over to my house. Let me borrow your car. And then I peel out. If I was like, and drove off, would you be like, what the hell, man?
Yeah, you'd be messing up my brakes and my tires. What are you doing?
She freaking was like, I'll drive a car. Because then they were going to just, what? The idea was that he was going to push her car with his car. Right? But then he's like, you're a woman. You don't know how to drive a car with a tire off a cliff. I'll be in here. She's like, I'll drive your car and hit my car. Then she's like, and she's like e-brake turning and all this shit. And you're just like, why are you doing that?
Yeah.
You know? And so then there's like this other weird scene where the chick's friend says the wrong thing to a guy and he hits her with like a duffel bag. And the guy runs like this warehouse and starts climbing on pallets of potatoes and some shit.
Oh, yeah.
Like, why not just stay on the ground when you fight somebody? Or when you're running? I don't, like, some of this shit that happens, you're like, why would you do that?
Because they needed a longer action scene. They got to puff out the time, but they don't have anywhere to go to do one. So you just create it in the moment.
And then is that same scene where, like, the dude gets strangled to death by a rope, but somehow he's still able to scream like a bitch?
Like, oh, wait, yeah. That was so confusing.
You're like, wait a second, hold on a second. The reason why you die is because you can't make any noise or breathe.
Yeah, like that was crazy confusing. It made no sense.
Like, if I ever am dying and I yell like that, tell people like he didn't do anything when he died. He just died. Don't be like, oh, you should have heard what he did before we're like, no. Don't tell anybody I did that. Even if I did, be like, nope. The last thing he said was freedom, and then he died.
And I heard nothing.
Yeah. Make him say something cool. What'd you say? Yeah. I said something cool.
But, okay, so like he meets up with her car at her house, which looks like Liberace's mansion. Like it's got a piano room. I guess that was like a thing in the 70s and the 80s.
A piano room?
A piano room. The room.
Oh, we still have. My mom has a piano room.
Okay, so that's that. People don't do that in modern houses anymore. But so she,
my other house, you have a piano room.
Oh, that's right, you do. Brian,
I don't know how to play the piano though.
But so this is where she gives him the proposition that she wants him to take out Seikura. And he is hesitant, and we have to wait another 30, 40 minutes before he will take up the offer and go after them.
Yeah, because then all of a sudden, wait. I think this was before that. Right before there's that scene where he's being chased by somebody in like a T-Bird and a limo.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
and he's just super cool about it. And it's like, get down. And all this shit was made before Tokyo Drift.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure this is why Tokyo Drift came around. But at the same time, if Anthony, I was like, hey, somebody kidnapped my wife and children and dogs and cats. Come over to my house right now. And you're like, I'm going to get the limo and I'm on my way. I'd be like, Anthony, will you bring a normal car, please? God damn it. We can't get in a high chase with a limo. What the hell, man? I'd be like, no, Anthony, I'm serious. I need a getaway car now. You're like, all right, I'm going to bring the biggest thing ever.
I got my limo. I got my land yacht.
The Terminator truck wasn't available, so I guess I'll just take this limo. Like, dude. And then, like, he was about to smash last night too, and then she like died.
Oh yeah,
right. And so now he's just gonna go smash that new girl. Mm-hmm. Like he was just smashing ass left and right. Chuck was.
Yeah.
Dude, he was just laying pipe, bro.
Chuck was getting it.
Dude, he's like, oh, I was going to fuck this girl last night, but she died. What are you doing right now? Nothing? You want to go to dinner? All right. Come on, let's do this. And then
maybe you can see the terrorist assassin.
Yeah, because then he was like hiding in a tree and nobody saw him.
Yeah.
How did they get those jobs? Like, if I ever hired you for my security, I'll be like, how good's your peripheral vision? Like, can you look up? Like, how's your neck movement? Can you go up and down with your neck and left and right? Oh, sorry, boss, I can't. My traps are too big. I can only look straight ahead. You know what? This job isn't for you, son.
Yeah, really.
Like, he was just hiding in a tree. Nobody saw him in a tree?
Yeah, it's really easy to see people in trees.
So then he was trying to get intel. Then he goes to dinner with that woman. And
with Justine, right? Yeah, he goes to dinner with her and AJ shows up, right?
Yeah, but he was like pressing her like hella hard. He's like, who the fuck are you? He's like, how do you know McCarran? Or fucking, what was it? McCarn.
The snarkiest, rudest person on the planet.
Yeah, instead of like, oh, what do you do for a hobby? You like to read? All right. He's like, who are you, bitch? Huh? You think I'm playing around? I'm motherfucking Chuck Norris.
I mean, he's like one level below. I don't know if you've ever seen it. There's the Roger Moore from Russia with Love James Bond movie where he interrogates this woman and he slaps the shit out of her for, I want to say 3 minutes straight, or what it felt like in the movie. He is one level below that with just verbal aggression.
Dude, yeah, because then he takes her back to her house and they're getting ready to bang it out. And she finally tells him her plan. And she's like, that's not a very good plan because that makes me look stupid and you look like a whore. And I was like, damn, Chuck, like, quote. The quote was, that makes me stupid and you a whore.
Hey.
Because I think she said something like, I was going to sleep with you to get the answers. And he's like, you think I'm stupid? No. You a whore, though? Yeah. Like what? You know, Chuck, she still banged it out, though.
Hell yeah. I mean, Chuck is spitting truth, though. He will give you the honesty. Do you want it? No, but you're going to get it.
Yeah. That's so, like, it's like whore was like a brand new word. Like in 1979, December 29th of 1979, somebody's like, you know what? Let's make a word called whore. And then in 1980, when the movie was made, there's like, oh, did he just say whore? Oh my God. Like that was a controversial thing to say.
I mean, I guess.
Yeah, because then we're back at the bar, and that dude, he asked for like the bar peanuts.
Oh yeah.
Oh, excuse me. I hope that caught really good on the mic.
It did.
Yes.
Ew.
We're at the bar. We're at the bar, and that guy asked for bar peanuts, and the woman's like, "They're at the other side of the bar." That was like the most devastating news that guy has ever heard in his life.
You mean I have to go to
like,
the other side of the bar to get bar peanuts?
Your wife and children were just murdered. Dang it. Can I have some bar peanuts for it? They're over there. No. And then he's like devastated. He's like, I'm never financially gonna come back from this. Like, just either go down there or say, hey, can I get those bar nuts, dog?
Can you pass them down?
Yeah.
If you're not using them, can I have them?
So then we learned that like ninjas have been outlawed for over 300 years.
I didn't know that.
Me either.
Nobody told me.
He had to pull he had to pull a bow for over 3 years before he could get an arrow. Oh, he had to pull a bow, remember?
Yeah.
That training scene.
All they were doing was pulling bows, which the training he does in these flashbacks is significantly better than any training we see at this terrorist camp.
Yeah. How you going to pull a bow for 3 years? Like, there's this thing, and here we go. I'll start some beef. There's this thing called ATA Taekwondo, American Taekwondo Association. It's a non-contact Taekwondo. And they're like, for at least the first 6 months, you're not allowed to spar. And you're just like, nope. My Taekwondo, the World Taekwondo Federation, the Cookie Wand, if you showed up on padded up day, you fought. Like, it's that easy. You know, like this ATA stuff where it's like, oop, I could have kicked you. Like, me and you ever got into a fight and I was like, whoop, I could have punched you and it would have hit you. You would have hit the ground. Ambulance would have came. Be like, I don't believe you.
Yeah.
Like if I was like, you know what, Anthony? You're so lucky I don't jump up and do the Van Damme tornado kick on you. I could have done that. And he'd be like, then do it. I don't want to do it. You think I want to spend the rest of my life in prison? Like, a Van Damme tornado kick? Get out of here. You want to catch a roundhouse while I'm wearing these?
I mean, okay. Yeah. Generally, as a rule of thumb, when I'm at work, if you start talking about violence instead of doing violence, I just assume you're never going to do it.
Yeah. It's like Will Ferrell in Daddy's Home 2, where he keeps flinching with the snowball. Just do it, bro.
Just chuck it. Come on.
So then, thankfully, you and I have never had to have a newspaper where we like need to find a job. But the guy like opened up the newspaper and it literally says mercenary soldiers.
It's in the wanted portion of the paper, which
anybody
can find it.
Like it's not even like the Ovaltine mix like decoder. No, it literally says,
do you want to do terrorism? Soldiers.
It sounds like they're looking for, paid riders. But it was just so messed up because you're just like, then he circles, he's like, yeah, I could do this job. It's like, what?
Yeah.
That's what you paid to put that in the newspaper, right?
This is such a badly run evil society here. Everybody knows who you are or how to find you.
So,
and everybody gets a tryout too. I don't know if you remember that.
I think that comes in a little bit, but yes, because then we cut back to the training camp and they're teaching the ninjas. And there's this old Japanese man who's arguing with somebody speaking French, right? And the French guy gets his ass whooped. And then the Japanese guy says, say it in English. What?
Yeah.
Does that make any sense at all?
That made no sense.
Say it in English to this Japanese ninja master, you French bastard.
You had at the terrorist training camp, there was Kaio, who is the older, taller white guy. who is Seikura's enforcer. You have Doggo, who runs the tryouts. And then, yeah, those are the two that I can. Oh, and Katsumo.
Yeah, because then it starts talking about like Chuck Norris is whispering again, his stupid ass voice. And he's like, if we were brothers, why wasn't my victory yours? Because, bitch, you fucking won. Yeah. I didn't win. You won.
Exactly.
Like if I was like, see who's at my house right now. But if I was like, Anthony, I banged 8 strippers last night. Congratulations. You also have chlamydia. Like, no, I don't.
I don't think that's how that works.
That's not how it works. Only I do, because I was the only dipshit that did it. Like, Anthony, I won the lottery. You're rich. No, I'm rich. Like, or if you were like, I won the lottery, I'd be like, yes, we're rich. You're like, no, Brian, I said I won the lottery. Like, not we. You know?
Exactly.
How come he's not happy? Like it was his victory. Because there's only one trophy, and that one trophy has your name on it. It doesn't have my name on it.
Yeah, that's there. For there to be a winner, there has to be a loser.
Yeah, like it just didn't make any sense. If we were brothers, I was like, hey, I won first in something. They're like, oh yeah, let me see the trophy. It's like, that trophy says Anthony. I'll be like, yeah, but I know him. Like, did you know that I was actually president? Because Barack Obama was president, so I was president.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really not how that works, but yeah.
Yeah. Look in the history books, bro. Read a book.
Brian with a B.
Brian with a B.
U.S.
What number
president.
was that? 40. I don't even know.
Well, 43.
Yeah. So there was that flashback of him being young, and he's racing against Seikura, and he wants to win, but Seikura keeps complaining, and just like that, he's disowned. And Chuck is told to never be friends with him, and he's no longer his brother, and in fact is now his lifelong enemy. Like, damn, bro, what if he had done something like really wrong? You know?
Yeah.
Like if I was like, Anthony beat me in a basketball game at 21, he's like, you know what? Then fuck him, fuck his bloodline, everybody. You're his mortal enemy. You need to have as many kids as you can to murder him and everything. I'd be like, it was okay.
It's like it's a game. We're okay. Dude. Everybody's still alive.
Like, it's like that thing. It's like, how do you know that parent loved him more than you? Well, because as soon as I won and he lost, my dad told me you're his mortal enemy now. That's probably why when you won and he didn't, he hated you.
This is the exact answer to parents that say, I don't have a favorite. Yes, you do.
Like, oh yeah, prove it. Well, remember that time that you won? And I was like, well, that wasn't fair. And Dad instantly said, disown him and kill him. Like, you're no longer his brother. That's well, hold on.
Yeah.
Let's back it up a little bit. Like, you can't just,
whoa.
This could be a learning experience. He's like, there is no learning experience.
There's
you're either with us or
lose.
Us. Dude, if you're not first, we murder you. Hold on, Ricky Bobby.
Which is way more severe than if you're not first, you're last.
He's like, well, hell, that don't make any sense.
I was high when I said that.
He's like, you can be first, second, third. Hell, you can even be fifth.
You can even be fourth.
So then it does turn out that it was just a weekend training to become a ninja. Then everybody's dismissed, and they're just like, all right.
Everybody's ninjas now.
I'll see you at the fucking copy machine on Monday.
I'll suck at fighting.
Exactly. Like, no, that's the biggest pyramid scheme I've ever seen in my life.
This is like the MLM of terrorism. That's what this is, and it's hilarious.
Oh yeah, because then after that weekend was done, there's another compound for the people that applied from the newspaper articles.
Oh, is this when Chuck shows up?
Yeah, and it's a group interview.
Which this is my favorite of the whispers because he's on his way to go see Doggo. We know he's on his way to go do this, the tryout. But then we have to get the whisper that says, I need to know what Doggo's doing.
Yeah, because then Chuck, he fights like some people and his form like, I'm sorry, Chuck, like I love you now, but your form was just complete fucking whack, man. And I'm sorry, Mom, if you heard me say this. My mom would agree. She'd be like, you know what, Brian? His form was fucking whack. Your form was so much better. Like, and then he'd like, Doggo calls some other bad guy and he's like, Chuck was just here. So Chuck doesn't really seem like he knows shit about being a ninja at this point.
But they also let him go.
Ninjas are secret.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you're just like, Brian, I keep donating to this charity anonymously, but it's me. I'll be like, okay, you just completely went against what the word anonymously means. Like, that's exactly what a ninja is. Like, it's like, Brian, the ninja that keeps killing everybody. Nope. Once they know who you are and they see you, you're no longer a ninja. So then there's now this guy who holds fundraisers for terrorist groups, like, publicly.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Public fundraisers for terrorist groups.
Like, I don't think that, like, stealth missions and, like, secrets were invented by 1980.
Apparently not.
Because seriously, like, there's like, hi, do you want to be a ninja and just murder people in the dark? Apply now. Like Craigslist. If Craigslist was open back then, who knows what would have happened? Right? And then there's like a fight in the lunch line and like the top ninja stops it and one guy tries to grab a sword from someone and he tries to fight the top ninja.
Oh, that's right. That's
Really?
Was that Kaio?
Really?
Yeah, that was Kaio.
Really? Like, hi, my wife just dropped me off from here for the ninja weekend. And they're just like, okay, let's go. And he's like, I'm going to fight the top dog. This isn't prison, bro.
Yeah.
He's a ninja.
But they treat this like it's like prison summer camp.
Yeah.
I mean, there is so much stuff that happens in this movie that like does not make any sense.
Yeah, because then he starts whispering and he's like, Justine only knows what the hell is his name? AJ? Like,
AJ,
she only knows him because of me. And I was like, you know what? That sounds a little jelly if you ask me. Like, you already smashed it.
You could have jumped on it and kept it.
And then there's some woman from like the weekend ninja class with like an Uzi in Chuck's house. But yeah, she's like, hey, I need your help. When I was a kid, the Uzi was the top weapon of my choice.
Yeah.
Uzis. I've never shot an Uzi.
Neither.
But just watching all these old movies like Lone Wolf McCloud. That was a great Chuck Norris movie.
Mm-hmm.
But Uzis. I remember like driving, like we'd always do road trips and there'd be like those hundreds of birds that flocked up. And you're saying, if you had Uzi, like, and you'd get a couple of those birds. When I was a kid, I was like, dude, that'd be good. And then it's just messed up because you wouldn't eat them. But Uzis used to be hella cool when I was younger, dude. Still to this day, how fucking old am I? I'm 43 years old. No. Yeah, I'm 43 years old. The first weapon of choice that I have, like Grand Theft Auto, I always grab a Uzi. Still to this day.
Uzis are fun.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully you have a lot of bullets.
Yeah, then I like when they have like shady conversations. The person in the front doesn't look back. Like who he's talking to. Like, remember, because they were at the park. This guy sits behind him, or they were somewhere. The guy sits behind him and starts talking. And that guy doesn't look back to verify who it is. And he just sits there talking like, what if the guy in the back like brought a friend?
Yeah, really.
You wouldn't know because you never did it.
Because you see these spy things and somebody always looks back just to make sure they know who they're talking to, right?
Kinda. You know, like we always make the joke. Like if you go to a restaurant and they are selling Coke out the back of it. And you're just like, hey, if you want these drugs, you need to come here and order like this disgusting ass burrito or burger. And you're just like, what if you really loved like triple onions, double ketchup, and light mayonnaise? And they're just like, oh yeah, Brian sent you.
No, you just have a guy with no taste buds. That's what you got.
Exactly. Like, and you're just like, wait a second. I'm trying to feed my family of 4. All I got is a kilo of Coke. Right?
It's like what was that movie? Fun with Dick and Jane, the Jim Carrey one, when they're poor and he's got the giant plate at the buffet that's like a mountain of food.
Yeah. It's like it's all you can, but Jesus. Then all of a sudden Justine comes over to his house and there's another girl there and she's like, who's that?
Oh yeah, this is what's
does it matter because we ain't dating, bitch?
Nancy Kim Langford.
Yeah, and then she gets shot in the neck with a blow dart.
Oh, that's right.
And they just leave her body on the sidewalk. They're just like, oh, shouldn't have been nosy. Now look at you. How's that feel? So, and then I think they go to sleep and the ninjas start scaling Chuck's brick wall. Like vertically. Okay.
This is really not the best path into the building. Somebody's going to see you.
And all these people were partying and drinking, and then Chuck's team sees the bad guys, and they get in a gunfight, and Doggo gets killed, and the ninjas.
Well, yeah, okay. So when because this is the point where he breaks into the terrorist camp, right? Because now he knows where it is.
Yeah.
Okay, so here was my note on his break-in. He breaks in and then proceeds to one punch or one kick every single person.
Yeah,
on his way into the Octagon.
Yeah, because now all of a sudden, like, I'm pretty sure they were in a foreign country. How'd they get to that foreign country? And they're searching for Seikura. Then all of a sudden, the bad girl, she again. I don't remember what the body count was for Chuck at this point. This is number 4. She's trying to smash him, and he's not having any of it. And then he's like, all right, what the hell? Let's get it down. So then Chuck smashes it, right? Yeah. And then they find a training camp, but like it's, I don't know, falling down the mountain to get there. And then guess what happens? He's caught by 3 ninjas. You're like, oh, okay. And then, like, those kids, they, like, threw in the net at him.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how hard, like, you remember, like, Running Man and this movie, like, they have the net and it has, like, those little weights at the end of it.
Oh,
how hard is it really to get out of those nets?
Not really that hard. You just find the part that doesn't have the weights on it and pull it over and get under it.
Or grab the weight and lift the weight up and throw it.
Yeah.
And it's also like the net is like, I don't know, 3 feet by 3 feet. How tall are you?
All you gotta do is stand up.
Exactly. Like, oh, no, got me this time. Then you could use it. You could just grab it and spin it around and use it as a weapon and hit these people.
I mean, you didn't grab you grabbed the Peter Dinklage net?
Yeah. And then Chuck and that girl, they part ways, and Chuck's hair, like this.
But okay, we forgot that like he fights Seikura, or he gets stuck and he's about to fight Seikura. He gets in like a cage or something, and then AJ.
Not yet. I think there's so much more.
Oh wait, sorry. Yeah,
I think because Chuck and I mean, it might be the same. Maybe I was talking shit, but Chuck Norris's hair. Like, it's combed over his ear. Like, I couldn't do that, man. Like, if my hair touches my ear, I was like, you know what? Fuck this shit.
I know.
Like, there was a time where I tried to grow my hair out because everybody, this isn't me bragging, everybody loves my hair. And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to try my damnedest to grow my hair out and donate it to, like, a kid's thing, you know?
Yeah.
But they're like, you have to grow your hair out for 4 years minimum. I was like, sorry, kids. Like, you're not going to get Brian's hair. You know?
Yeah.
Like, so And then somehow Chuck knows like the blueprints of his camp and is just mowing down all these ninjas.
Like one punching, one kicking everybody.
Running to his destination. You know?
Yes.
And then none of these fights are quiet.
No,
and why doesn't anybody wake up?
Because this is the world's worst terrorist camp.
Again, what did they study? Ninjutsu? They were trying to be ninjas?
For 2 days.
Oh, all right. There's like, oh, you know what lesson we forgot to teach them? Stealth. Maybe we should put stealth be Friday night's lesson instead of Sunday night's lesson.
Yeah.
You know? Because he's just running through like a bullhorn, like, burr, burr, like he's at a goddamn soccer game. This is
like almost as loud as those final fights in The President's Man, where everything sounded like a trash can.
So, and then all of a sudden, AJ and Chuck get captured, right?
Yeah,
and they're in like these wooden jails.
They're in like these wood jails.
You know what you have to do in martial arts to level up?
What?
Break wood.
That's a fair point.
Wooden jail. Like I'm fairly confident in my kicks and elbows, maybe punches that I could break through like a bamboo.
Okay.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
Like my knees, I don't think I could knee through a piece of bamboo. Headbutt? Fuck no. I can headbutt bamboo. But a kick, a back kick, a front kick, a round kick, easily break through that shit. And then Chuck, for some reason, has to like American Ninja Warrior to his friend, like, ho, 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 to get over there. You're just like, why are you doing that, man?
Yeah. He probably did it for style points because he wants to look cool.
Because he's like, oh yeah, I forgot. You need to whisper to get to him. You're like, Chuck, you're not speaking loud. Like, what if it's like, Chuck, you don't have to talk. You can just think that voice in your head. You know something fucked up? I don't know if this will blow your mind or not. The first time that I learned this, and I don't know why, because I've been signing since I was like 9 years old. You know that deaf people dream in sign language?
I did not know that.
Well, if you think about it, because they don't fucking hear.
That's your language, yeah. You wouldn't know what hearing is.
So, like, deaf people have an internal voice, like, you know, and you're just like, damn, that's pretty fucking hilarious. But, you know, AJ escapes, and then, like, this one guy only to climb a ladder to Seikura and like 4 ninjas.
Well, yeah, because he's like on top of this like tiny tower.
How'd you think that would pan out, man? Like you're climbing up to him, and he's like, "Oh, surprise! I got you."
And he's just gonna beat you up as soon as you get to the top of the ladder,
dude. And then like this is the part where like I supported that one guy from earlier who grabbed the sword and tried to fight the top ninja.
Oh yeah,
because then
French guy.
God damn it. Chuck gets to the top ninja, and all that top ninja does is hiss at Chuck Norris. Like, bitch, you're a ninja. You're not a fucking cat. What the hell? What?
I laughed so hard.
God damn it, man. So then AJ gets his throat slit, and Chuck
because AJ like they have this storyline that keeps running through the movie where AJ's motivation is he's always been second fiddle to Chuck. So he is trying to be the hero and he dies in the process.
But man, did he like, could you imagine it's like when you die and you get to the heavenly gates, and there's like, what was your greatest accomplishment? He's like, well, I banged this chick after Chuck Norris banged her. And he's like, all right, bro, you can come on in. You got Chuck sloppy seconds? Like,
it's like, hey, we all did.
Come on in, brother.
Everybody does. Come on in. Welcome to the club.
Slap into this Slim Jim. You know? So then Chuck kicks this guy through that burning wall, and the guy comes back, and you see like he gained easily 150 pounds, right? And then the recruits for the ninja camp were like now on Chuck's side.
Oh yeah, and somehow everything gets set on fire too.
If I saw somebody get kicked through a flaming wall, then came back with flame, I'd be like, I want to learn that technique.
Yeah.
You know? But then, thankfully, there's like an unmanned truck with barrels of flammable liquid in it to use as a battering ram, which would then turn into a bomb.
Yes.
And what do you have in your... I'm going to go buy a Toyota Corolla tomorrow and fill it up with 8,000 gallons of gasoline and just park it in front of your house just in case. All right.
Just in case you need to blow up my house. Yeah.
No, if I was like, Anthony, get the Corolla and meet me at Mountains Edge Park right now, brother. I'm on my way. What? No, damn it. Don't have something like that.
It just feels like a bad idea.
It's like, okay, checklist for the weekend. We have the new recruits. Check. We're going to hide in trees during the day. Check. Did you get the explosive vehicle? Yes. Are the keys in the ignition? Yeah. And you told everybody, don't open it up, right? Like, just have it sitting there. Yep. Gotcha, boss. Yeah. So then, did you notice that Seikura and Chuck finally meet up?
Yes.
And they fight all night long.
Like to the morning.
And Chuck sees the sun coming up, and he looks like Seikura snuck up behind him and got him, but Chuck stabbed him.
Yeah.
And they hurry and end the movie. Let's get the fuck out of here. We didn't even have permits to shoot here.
It's such a quick ending. There's like no breathing time on it whatsoever.
Yeah. So here's a true story about me. When I was 17, I had to illegally work as a bouncer, right?
Mm-hmm.
In Idaho, last call is at like 1:45.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because bars close at 2. So we got into a fight, and I think it was like we changed the kegs out at midnight. And I remember we got into a fight. And then as soon as the fight was done and everything like that, all of a sudden there's like last call. And I was like, we've been fighting for 2 hours.
Good God.
Fuck.
That is a long fight.
And you're in the middle of this fight and you're like, no fucking way. And we're just like, dude, there's got to be something going on. But yeah, we were fighting for almost 2 fucking hours. These people, and like we would have easily been rocked, but thankfully there were some older like security officers that were there.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for them, we would have been destroyed, dude. But yeah, they're like, Chuck, fucking end it, brother.
Which they really did not think out the ending. They needed an ending, and I guess it was I don't know. Like the movie is entertaining. I enjoyed this movie. But
if it wasn't about ninjas,
I mean, this feels like they wanted to make a ninja movie, but they didn't want to do research on a ninja movie.
Like, have you heard of this new word called a ninja?
Like, let's just make a movie on it.
You know what? Hold on. I was able to post that, and they did have that goddamn song.
I want to be ninja.
What if Chuck Norris he does a cameo on that song? I want to be ninja, dude. So, anyways, yeah, man, the movie was all right. It was like you said, it was entertaining, but it had no. I don't even know what to like. I don't know shit about ninjas. Maybe ninjutsu was. Because I remember when China took over Japan, just from watching Ip Man series,
mm-hmm.
You know, they weren't allowed to study karate and shit like that. But I don't know. But the whole fact that all of this shit was going on and ninjas in every single movie that you've ever watched, they're secret. You didn't know they were there. They were in and out. They were quiet. They were like that. No, ninjas are like me when I play video games. It's like, you can either come in guns blazing or stealth.
Yeah.
Like, you had me at or.
Like, no stealth.
Yeah. It's an option. I hate those missions where, like, you have to do it in secret. I'll be like, damn it.
Well, yeah, like Metal Gear Solid is like that.
Hell yeah, Metal Gear Solid.
The most frustrating game in the world.
Or Grand Theft Auto. I was like, you know what? If I could just, like, you'll die once or twice. And it's like, if I can come up here and perpendicularly park this truck and then just get out with machine guns and guns blaze, there's like 15 people in the front parking lot that you got to kill. And then just handle the rest of them inside the building. No. You have infinite grenades. But this one, that's how they fought. There's like, okay, guys, stealth mission. Like, what? Nobody was in the news?
Yeah, really.
Yeah. But yeah, that's how the movie ended.
Yeah. I mean, I do feel like the voiceover stuff, like from Chuck's head, is a bit of a throwaway. Like, it's in there because they needed something to make this different. I don't feel like it was a thought out piece that was like part of the movie.
I don't like to bash stuff, but I thought it was pretty lame.
That's what I mean. Like, it just feels like it's there. It doesn't really feel like it's like, like an original choice that flows with the rest of the film.
But, like did you ever play Ninja Gaiden? I
love those games. Yeah.
So, you know how they have like the ninja, whatever, like Spider-Man has his spider senses.
Yeah.
What'd you call it? The Peter Tingle?
Yeah.
Like, maybe that's what they were trying to do, was like have him have his ninja sense.
It doesn't feel like ninja sense, though. It feels like obvious narration. Like, yes, we know you're going to see Doggo right now. Got it. Cool. Like, that's not special ninja sense.
Before I get pulled over for speeding.
Yeah.
Yep, you do. But, I mean, I'll never watch the movie again.
Probably not.
But, I mean, like you said, you did nail it. It was entertaining to watch.
It was fun.
Yeah. So, all right.
All right.
I feel about halfway through, everybody could hear me cracking these.
Well, yeah. Well, thank you for listening, and we will talk to you next time.
Word up.
Everything gets berated. No one is underrated. From the screen to the stage, it's a new kid.